Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two teams who both excel at the turnover game as they both rank in the top 10 in turnover differential. It's the Redskins going up against the Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Strickland. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on first.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. There, maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Strickland. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 47 yards. Throwing on first down. Strickland out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Detroit! Here we go. Watching that body. 3-19.
Off play action. Strickland. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And shedding through the tackle. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Back to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strickland. Caught here by Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Watching that, Barney.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Detroit. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Strickland. Going left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his second second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down following the run. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burnett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change or at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And Jeffrey's got it. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Washington. Alshon Jeffrey, 82 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Strickland looking deep here for Ebron. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A first carry for Samaje Perine. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's hauled in by Doxson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And here's Marshall. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now Mack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down, Strickland. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Seward Cravens with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is Marshall. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Strickland. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, it's Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on 2nd down. Strickland. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Strickland. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but ultimately only able to get to his own 20. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down. Strickland. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 10 yards still left on second down. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strickland to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And here come the Redskins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They'll run with Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball in that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the I. They'll run forward Marshall. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing to start the drive. Strickland completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Strickland. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. To throw again. Strickland. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Strickland. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost. Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And the seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And he'll bang that one through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Dallas, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.